Hi, this is Michelle Goldman with MIU Project Week 2, and let's take a look and see what we've got. I'd have to say, first, the most difficult part of the assignment this week was probably being sick all week and just not really having it together mentally to be able to be where I wanted to be. The easiest part, I think, was figuring out what I wanted to use for my list patterns and being able to actually put it all together, and we'll see that here in just a minute. I haven't had any previous experience with jQuery or jQuery Mobile. I did rely on previous knowledge from STI, VFW, and just being able to reiterate what we learned there to be able to work through the code this week. I definitely think that JQ Mobile makes it a lot easier to be able to design with the built-in keywords or reserved words that already have the coding built in. It's so much easier. Okay, so this is my app, week 2. The CRUD still works. Well, it works again. It broke and now it works. That was kind of painful figuring that out. Thanks to Robin for that. So everything still works in it, which is great. I know it's going to be necessary for next week, because if that doesn't work, then we have even more legwork to just get to a jumping off point for week 3. So I'm glad for that. Hopefully nobody else is having issues in that area still. So yeah, as you can see, everything works great. Looks good, and I'm guessing the look of it, we'll change it next week when we get it in the jQuery Mobile format. So visually looks the same as the rest of the application. So here we go. I did the one window drill down for the majority of this. This is my gold app, and this is my copier app. I have by satellite locations and job sites, and then all of the different ones that we currently have. I had so many pages, I didn't have time to create one for every single site and location and option, so I did the 404 error page, and that's where many of the links will lead to. You see all my nav bar at the bottom. I've got my home, about, service, and a status, which I'll show you in a minute. I can go back on every page, all the way back to the very beginning, if I like. And then starting back again, then we've got by location. Similar to the site, but this is just specific job site locations. Again, 404 error page until I get all of those pages built. Then now we've got the search by models, and this is where I'm having some problems dragging that down. This is where I did the thumbnail and text, which that gave me a hard time because on the jQuery mobile site it showed us visually what the example was but didn't show the code. Thanks, Mike, for reminding me that in Firefox you can right click and view the source, and that's where I got the information so that I could actually get this part completed. So yeah, glad to be over that hurdle. And so for the asset ID, this is where I put in the search filter, so you can type in and it will search through, and you can look for copier's asset ID by typing in the first few letters or numbers. I thought that was really the only place so far that's going to be helpful to have that option here. So that's the only place that I've incorporated it so far. That could certainly change, as we know, as we go through building our apps. The About section, again, one window drill down, about the author, just have some information in here, and still had the nav bar at the bottom. for all the pages. This will be a page to look up service, repair, and parts requests. A status, this is my news string, which of course is all hard-coded, and because we need to have the most current or the date that's the closest on top, because that's the most relevant, like as in a calendar app. Thanks as always, and see you guys next week for Project Week 3.